Good morning, everyone. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, before I go on, I'd like to use this opportunity for you all to join me in thanking and giving a round of applause to the Austrian Federal Chamber of Commerce, led by Mr. Ota, and the excellent team from Martin and the rest of this organization. Please, let's give them a round of applause. They deserve it. This event today, as we see it today, has grown, and we Africans here in Austria, we the African diaspora, are proud today to see such an event. Those of us in the business space, we understand that we need this sort of partnership. We need this sort of environment for us to grow our businesses as well as for us to introduce our counterparts from Africa. And indeed, today, we are privileged to have our minister, our honorable minister from Kenya, who is in charge of diaspora affairs, and she's talked about the remittances that we send home and so on. But there's a fact that maybe we miss out. The African diaspora here in Europe, we are more than 15 million, believe it or not. First generation, we are more than 15 million in number. Talk about the second generation and the third generation, over 16 million here in Europe. And in Austria, Austria fortunately finds itself geographically in the middle of Europe. And thus, it has direct and indirect African diaspora. And the African diaspora that we're talking about, today, we also have, quote unquote, the mixed Africans over here. And when you look at the Austrian television stations today, you find some Africans and other places. You walk into the banks a few years ago, you won't find these talents. A lot of these Africans are looking at doing businesses, and a lot of these diasporans are highly qualified. When you look at the African diaspora, statistically compared to other diasporans, we are some of the most educated and highly motivated in terms of working. You go to companies, wherever you find the African diaspora. Interestingly, we've been hearing, looking for right partners. Really, all the companies that have gone to Africa and have established, they've talked about the challenges of getting right partners. The right partners are here, the African diaspora. Looking in this crowd, I'm proud to say that I see a lot of African diasporans here from North Africa to Southern Africa. And we are ready. The African diaspora is educated. The African diaspora, as we see today, technology, we've been talking about technology all over. We've talked about Flutterwave, Andela and other companies, unicorn companies. They were led by the African diasporas. Go to East Africa. A lot of these companies are led by the African diaspora. We understand the cultures here, and we understand the cultures over there. A lot of times we think about, we're going there, we're spending time, and so on. But please, look over here. You will find the right Africans over here who will lead you. They understand the mentality over here. They understand the mentality over there. We've talked about the resources that we ship over there. We are into logistics. We are into trading. We are into pharmaceuticals. All these fields, we are there. And I would like to tell you a little bit about what the African diaspora offers companies, not only in Austria, but across Europe. The African diaspora can help you in terms of bridging the cultural, they can be the cultural mediators. You talk about the mentalities, the bureaucracies, the stamping, and so on, Before you get there and spend that long time, the African diaspora can let you know this is what you're going there to face, and they will go there and they will be your cultural mediators, so you won't lose a lot of time. We've talked about the marathon and the sprint. When you look at the examples that my sister from Nigeria, you know, Ghanaians and Nigeria, we have this rivalry, I would say. Those companies that went on the sprint were led by diasporans. But when you look at it statistically, the companies that are most of the times on the marathon race are more or less not looking at the African diasporas. That's why those companies that are successful today, they've gotten to where they are. The African diaspora offers you market access insight, in terms of insight of the market, where you are going. The African diaspora who travels there every time. Few years ago, Turkish Airlines, Ethiopian Airlines, you come to West Africa, they are now going into smaller airports. There are daily flights from my city, Accra, 3 daily flights of Ethiopian Airlines. Where are these people going? Where are they coming from? The African diaspora. This is what is happening. We have a successful airline company in terms of Kenyan Airways. We can all attest to this. So the market insight, you can get it from the African diaspora. The advocacy and the policy engagement, the African diaspora can offer you that very easy. The capacity building, who is going to lead you? When you have an African diaspora who knows what is up, what is there, they can help you in terms of building the capacity that you need, the skill development, and so on. The investment and funding, facilitation, and so on. So for instance, a company that I help to lead, we help in market research and feasibility studies, business development, cross-cultural training. So if you have a company that is interested in going into Africa, yes, we are not coming to tell you that you have to do this, do that, but we can help you in terms of that cross-cultural training to let you know that this is what you're going to see and so on, and we can help you and guide you over there. You always need someone to guide you. You always need the partner. You always need the right partner. And we also offer you the advisory services, and then we also let you know the investments and the risk that you face over there. We can give you the right risk assessment that the locals can also offer you. So in this case, I would like to encourage you that here in Austria, here in Europe, the African diaspora is ready. The African diaspora is waiting to lead any company that is looking into going into Africa for growth and other opportunities. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ryan.